Howdy, folks, and welcome to beautiful St. Leo, where the St. Leo women's lacrosse team will be hosting the University of Tampa women's lacrosse team. St. Leo is ranked at number 10. The visiting University of Tampa is ranked at number 1. We will be getting started shortly with our action. Thank you for tuning in on the SSC Network. And the opening draw, is won by University of Tampa. And coasting down the field, University of Tampa. Look like they've got some speed on them. They're setting up their offense. Around the net. Looking to make the pass. Tampa looking to get off to a quick start. They are the number 1 team in the country. And that is as quick of a start as you will get. Tampa has scored in 42 seconds. The draw was controlled by number 1 UT Lexi Waters, and the goal was scored by number 32 Grace Gilmore, a 5'8" senior from Marlton, New Jersey. Not exactly the start that St. Leo would want, starting behind. Draw is controlled again by number 1 Tampa, setting up that offense. They're looking to attack, and they score again. 16 seconds after they scored their first. Tampa is after them very early. The goal, number 1, by UT Grace Gilmore, was her first goal for the season. That goal was by number 15, Molly Shapiro, a 5'8" senior from Herndon, Virginia. So St. Leo finds himself in a hole early, down 2-0. And that was Shapiro's first goal of the season. Draw control by the University of Tampa again, and they're streaking down the field. They've got some speed on them. Definitely showing why they're the number 1 team in the country for now, with St. Leo looking to knock them off. St. Leo with the defense, Tampa working it around the net. In attacking position. St. Leo has just been on their heels with the defense. Tampa looking for a shot, looking for an angle. And a third goal for the University of Tampa. So Tampa has controlled 3 straight draws. St. Leo has not controlled a draw. And they have cashed in on all 3 with 13:05 left in the first. That goal was scored by number 26, Mary Kate Person, a 5'9" senior from Jericho, New York. So this University of Tampa roster, they recruit nationwide. Seeing from New York to Massachusetts to Colorado to Florida to Ohio to Pennsylvania to British Columbia. They are not afraid to extend their outreach and get it. And Tampa controls yet another draw. St. Leo has not controlled a draw yet. And it's really just making the Lions play back on their heels as Tampa is getting into attacking position yet again. And we have a foul against the Lions. Pass is made. Nearly a turnover, but the Lions cannot get it. Tampa is just looking to keep making a run. The Lions are going to have to dig deep, get some defense going. Still another 37 seconds left on the shot clock. And everything Tampa has done today has been quite methodical. You don't want to find yourself down too much too early because it can take you away from your initial game plan. And we have the first turnover of the game. Lions will look to make something of it. Currently down 3-0. Plenty of time left, but the ball is being advanced by number 25, Meredith Eitel, in the hands of number 6. St. Leo looking to attack. They need to cash in here. You don't want this game to get too far away from you. Turnover. Tampa has possession. They get it all the way up, and they nearly turn it over. And this, she's just running wide open. Good block, good save. And St. Leo's going to try to make a play with it. Plenty of space. Streaking up the field. Number 4, Sophia Wood. Saved. This Tampa goalie she's earning it. She has, I believe, 2 saves on the day. And the Lions have the ball back with an opportunity to score. And another save from the Tampa goalie. She has been on fire. But the Lions have the ball again. Turnover. In the cradle of number 6. Lions are trying to make something work. This game is not out of reach by any stretch of the imagination. Right now they're just trying to set something up. St. Leo. And we have a penalty. Stoppage of play. And we have another penalty. Free position attempt. Well, that was the free position attempt for number 10, Zoe Lind. And foul on number 1, UT, Delaney Starr. And this UT UT keeper has been lights out so far. Let's see how long it can hold. We got a long game ahead. The free position attempt for number 10 was no good. The foul was on number 1, Grace Gilmore. So St. Leo now is starting to pick up some traction on the offensive side. This is going to be a physical game, folks. This is a rivalry game. Usually these are the big ones. And we have a penalty. Ground ball pickup, number 10, Sophia Wood at 9:21. And yet another save by this UT keeper. St. Leo keeping it down here at this end, but they just can't draw anything of the net. And trying to make something shake. Oh, good juke. In there, we have a goal. We have a goal. St. Leo is able to get in the back of the net with 7:43 left. That goal was by number 42, Josie Storm, a 5'6" freshman from Ohio. Jocelyn Storm. Goal. So that will give St. Leo some new life. And Tampa wins the draw. They have draw control, and they're just streaking down the field again. So Tampa wants to keep that momentum short-lived. St. Leo will have to play great defense to counter this Tampa offense. And that was a very quick response by Tampa. I know Coach is not going to be happy with that. Very quick response. So Tampa gets scored on to cut their lead to 2. They go down in around 20 seconds, 17 seconds, and they get a goal. That goal was by UT's Isabel McGarvey. Number 30 for Tampa, a 5'2" sophomore from Havertown, Pennsylvania. Still a lot of game left, folks, but the defense for St. Leo is going to have to bring it. Tampa will not be backing down. Draw control once again by Tampa. They have really been just getting after St. Leo from the draw in the midfield on, and it makes it tough. And they score again in 20 seconds. It's a blitzkrieg from Tampa. They're just extremely fast and very efficient with their shots on the net. From the draw control on, they sprint down, and once again, number 30, back-to-back, Isabel McGarvey. So, St. Leo, we're going to have to start winning the draws because it's taking us many more shots to score than it is for Tampa. And that's going to be where it starts, the draw. The draw is controlled by Tampa, but St. Leo has it, and they can finally get going on the offensive side. This is definitely going to be one where it's no shortage of offense, folks, so get your popcorn ready. St. Leo's going to be looking to set something up offensively. In the cradle of number 13 and number 6. And they're defending her well. And that pass is a turnover. It's intercepted. And, I mean, this young lady can go. And there's been no resistance so far. Missed shot on net. And a save by the Lions. And so, nearly a turnover. Lions controlling it. In the cradle of number 13. In the cradle of number 6. St. Leo looking to set anything up. But that Tampa defense is just as stout as their offense is fast. It is not allowing many creases, and the Lions are having to get deep into that possession clock in order to set something up. And you don't want to get too deep into it to where you have to force a bad shot. And that's a save by UT. Their keeper has been on it. And UT pushing up the field. These girls can fly. But a turnover. St. Leo with the ball. In the cradle of number 36. Gets it out. Looking to set something up, anything up. And a turnover. Good defense from UT. Causes the turnover. I believe this is the longest that we've gone in game without there being a goal scored. Almost a turnover by UT. Which would have led to a possible easy possession for St. Leo. But so far, nothing has come easy for the Lions. UT on the offensive side. Looking to attack. The Lions defense is going to have to show up here. UT just weaving around, keeping possession. And we have a penalty. Against UT, which results in Lions ball. .37, just moving with it. And that'll stay with the Lions. Shot on goal. Wasn't enough to go in, but it was enough to make the keeper have to move and pivot. That's what you want. You just want to keep getting shots that make the keeper have to work. And eventually those shots do end up going in. And a turnover by St. Leo. There's a minute 48 left, so things have slowed down a little bit, but I should knock on wood. We have a penalty against St. Leo. And UT just moving the ball just really well. And we have a turnover with a minute and 13. So hopefully, the Lions can get this going. They're currently down 5-1. Lions trying to make something happen. Setting up that offense. In the cradle of number 25. Oh, that looked like a perfect opportunity to get a shot and just nothing there. It has been a physical game, especially for St. Leo, and that will end that first quarter for us, folks, here at beautiful St. Leo Turf Stadium. The Spartans are up 5, and the Lions only have 1. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, folks. right here back in sunny San Antonio, Florida, here with the St. Leo women's lacrosse team. They're hosting number 1 University of Tampa, the defending champs, and the Spartans currently hold a 5-1 lead. It is the start of the second, and a breakdown is Tampa's goalie, Savvy Barbosa, has 5 saves with 1 goal against, while St. Leo's goalie, Jessica Harkleode, has 5 goals against and 2 saves. Tampa currently has 5 fouls. St. Leo has 3. And so St. Leo has 9 shots on goal, which is not bad, but they only have 1 point, whereas University of Tampa has 8 shots on goal and 5 points. So it's very lopsided in that department, but hopefully the shots on goal can keep maintaining that trend, and St. Leo can put some in the back of the net. We're back for quarter number 2, folks, here in the Athletes for Athletes night for St. Leo. Draw control, University of Tampa. And Tampa with a missed shot on goal. There's a foul on number 10, St. Leo U, Maria Palumba. Oh, I'm sorry, number 10. Called the wrong name. Have a stoppage of play here on the field. Appears to be some disagreement with the call on the field. And a conference. So, University of Tampa already getting in the stat sheet with the shot on goal. And now the referee will converse with the University of Tampa coach. University of Tampa head coach Kelly Gallagher. And that will result, the call will result in a St. Leo possession. As I said, physical game, and Tampa is matching St. Leo stride for stride in the terms of speed. So, clear attempt is good. St. Leo looking to set up the offense. As I said, in the first quarter, they had more shots, but only 1 goal. Whereas Tampa only had 8 shots in the first quarter, but five goals. Here's to hoping that the shots that we shoot can start to go in, find the back of that net. It would be a very big victory for St. Leo to knock off the number 1 team. Cut off. Behind the back shot. No good. Lions retain possession of the ball. Referee will reposition number 25, Meredith Idle, 5'10" junior from Ocean City, Maryland. And St. Leo gets a goal to go in. Num it appears to be, I will say in a second. That was number 35, Maria Palumba, a 5'2" senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. So that will help the Lions draw closer. The deficit is back down to 3. And let us see if they can make further improvements in the score. It starts with winning this draw, controlling this draw. And the Lions do control the draw. And they are pushing it up the field. But as I said earlier, Tampa is matching them stride for stride, step for step. We do have a stoppage of play. It's a pretty big hit. Draw control was by Emma Hayhurst for St. Leo. Emma Hayhurst. Number 8, a 5'6" senior from Merrimack, New Hampshire. And so that was a green card, 3 minutes on Aaron McLaughlin for UT. So that will be a 3-minute green card. St. Leo looking to control the ball offensively. Looking to set something else up. They had more shots on goal, but they did not connect, which is all the credit to the Tampa keeper. But St. Leo themselves, yes, Tampa may be number 1, but St. Leo is number 10, so they have something to prove. And that will be a goal. They are amped up. This is the closest that it's been almost since the game started. And that, once again, is number 35, Maria Palumba, a 5'2" senior. And I'm sure that over the years, she has gotten tired of not being the number 1 team. So she is definitely trying to leave it all here on the turf today, and she's doing her thing. So Maria Palumba draws the Lions closer. It is 5-3. So the Lions have currently outscored the Spartans in this quarter 2-0. They will be looking to keep decreasing the lead that the Spartans have, which in turn will increase the confidence that the Lions have that they can win the game. Draw control by University of Tampa. It's not what you want to see. Every time that the Lions have gotten that draw control, they've been a threat. Turnover. The Lions have the ball, so the defense has tightened up. Once again, though, stride for stride, St. Leo is there. But the momentum is a real thing, and that pendulum can swing against you, and it can swing for you. So the momentum hopefully is starting to favor our home team Lions. And we shall see if they can get the score. And they do. And they do. The Lions have drawn it to within a goal with 10:21 left in the second. That's how you respond, folks. That's how you respond. That's what it's all about. It's not how you start, but rather how you finish. Many sports competitions can tell you that. That will be number 6, Jana Nuss. Jana is a 5'5" junior from Schwenksville, Pennsylvania. And the Lions are the closest that they've been essentially since the game started. And if you're the Lions, you got to feel really good. If you're Tampa's coach, you're probably looking to make an adjustment. And that will be the Lions' ball. We had a penalty. So possession with the Lions. Lions can tie it up right here. This is really important. You gotta make the right play on this possession, because you need to be even and in the lead eventually with the number 1 team. As I said, it'd be a monumental upset. Not one that the Lions are incapable of. They are in themselves number 10. Lions just looking to make a move. And that's a tying goal. Oh, no. There was something that deemed it not able to be tied. But the save by Harkleo. She will get it up. Oh, and a turnover. Turnover by the Lions. So, more than likely that St. Leo attacker was in the crease, which is why the goal didn't count. And so, that was important. Don't want too many of those because it takes goals off the scoreboard and it changes the complexity of the game or the complexion of the game. Now Tampa is attacking with that speed. Almost a turnover, but Tampa gets it back. And we have a call against St. Leo. Stoppage of play. And Tampa getting low into that possession clock, looking to set something up. Defense looking to hold. Less than 10 seconds left. And that will be a shot clock violation, which will result in a Lions possession. And with 90 seconds, you typically don't see too many of those. But I know that the St. Leo Lions are more than happy to maintain that. However, yes, okay. So it will stay with St. Leo. Tampa setting up their defense. Nope. Still no beginning of play. Looking to set something up. And we just have a stoppage of play. The referees are convening. They're looking at something. And this discussion appears to be possession based. They are discussing it with the St. Leo head coach, Caitlin Hansen, who is in her 8th season. And I know Coach Hansen has her team ready, and they want this one today. And St. Leo looking to push it. Almost a turnover from the Lions. They retain possession. And once again, I as a strength and conditioning coach, I have to compliment the speed of this University of Tampa team. It really is something to watch. But number 37 for St. Leo looking to make the play. The next goal for St. Leo will be the tying goal. So the Lions need to be as methodical as they have been. They have had an excellent second quarter after a slow first. And it was just slow in terms of efficiency. Now we have a stoppage in play. Lions looking to set it up. That Tampa defense holding strong. Lions get it to Palumbo. Gets it back out. And they are looking to run her off the spot. Lions keep possession. That was a hard check. Very hard check. Which will result in a penalty against University of Tampa. And a goal. So it worked itself out. It is a tie game, folks, and it is a new day here at St. Leo. What was once a jarring deficit has now allowed the Lions to roar back. Number 33, Brianna Belando, a 5'3 sophomore from Farmingdale, New York, has scored the tying goal. And, folks, there has been none bigger today. There will be a timeout called by the University of Tampa's coach after the Lions have let up 4 straight. We will be right back after this 2-minute timeout. All right, folks, back here at beautiful St. Leo. We are tied up. It is 5-5. The number 10 St. Leo Lions have tied it up against the number 1 University of Tampa Spartans. Lions have outscored the Spartans 4-0 in this quarter to tie it up, and control goes to the University of Tampa. So Tampa will look to set something up after calling the timeout. It has not been their quarter, but this is the number 1 team and the defending champs. So this game will not be over until the final buzzer, and St. Leo cannot afford to take any second off at all because Tampa is going to keep firing at them, and they have scored in quick succession. They blitzed St. Leo by all intents and purposes, but St. Leo has roared back. So now they have to keep fighting. And that is a save. That is a save by the keeper. And so the Lions streaking up the field with it. We've got a trap. And the trap is broken. Lions trying to facilitate. The draw control was by Maddie Sisluk. And St. Leo looking to facilitate to continue a hot quarter. When you're hot, you got to keep the heat on because after this is halftime. It may cool you off a bit, just naturally the flow of the game. So try to get as many in quick succession as you can. St. Leo's games have usually been very high scoring. And turnover. University of Tampa will corral it. And the clear attempt. And a steal. Turnover. Clear attempt was not good. So now streaking up the field and getting the pass. You got to corral it. Getting it in. Oh! Physical game that we're playing with 3:06 here left at beautiful Turf Stadium, St. Leo. Very physical game. And Lions will maintain offensive possession. They have been really doing a good job playing keep away from the Spartans. We have a turnover and a whistle. And the clear attempt is good for Tampa, and they're back on offense. It's a tie game, so momentum can shift with the next goal. You just want it to be in favor of the home team if you're here for St. Leo. Oh, what a spin, and what a goal. All respect for that move. That was quite the move. And so Tampa, the Spartans, take the lead with their first goal of the quarter coming with 1:56 left. So defensively, really good quarter for the Lions. They have scored 4. Tampa has scored 1. However, the Spartans now take the lead back after being tied. So, number 26, Mary Kate Person, scores the leading goal for Tampa. So now it becomes, how will the Lions respond? Draw control by Tampa. In Tampa, when they've scored multiple in very quick succession. I anticipate that's the game plan. They'll be looking to do the same. St. Leo cannot lapse on defense because we have a whistle. That will aid, that will definitely aid St. Leo as they are pushing it. A good save by Tampa. Ground ball is picked up. The shot was by number 35. And so with 1 minute left, Tampa will maintain the possession, and they will look to push and increase that lead to 2. And St. Leo has the ball with 30 seconds left. Let's see if the Lions can put something on the board. Clear attempt is good by St. Leo, but look out behind you. Tampa plays a very physical brand of defense. And that is a turnover by the Lions. Nope, still a scrum. Seems like anybody's ball. And that will do it. That's the half, folks. Here at St. Leo Turf Stadium, the Tampa Spartans are up 6 on your St. Leo Lions 5. We'll be right back after a 10-minute halftime. Don't go anywhere. It is an exciting game. You don't want to miss it. All right, folks, we are back here at beautiful St. Leo Turf Stadium with the St. Leo Lions down 5 to the University of Tampa 6. University of Tampa is the defending champs, and they're coming in at number 1. The St. Leo Lions are coming in at number 10, looking to take a monumental victory. So far, St. Leo's leading scorer is Maria Palumba, number 35. Draw control is to the University of Tampa Spartans, who come out of halftime looking energized. Setting up that offense. And there is a turnover. That is exactly what you want to see if you're St. Leo. Getting it up the field. They have a shot to get ahead of the defense. But the Tampa defense is back and set up. Tampa has played very aggressive defense. St. Leo leads with the amount of shots on goal, but Tampa has been much more efficient with those shots, which is why they have the lead. So St. Leo is looking to tie. They get it out. And no call there. And it should be noted that St. Leo actually had the tying goal, but the scorer was in the crease. So that goal was negated. So it could be 6-6, but a penalty led to the shot being negated. That shot was by Zoe Lind, saved by Savvy Barbosa, who has been savvy today. It's actually a great name to have living in Tampa because of our history with Gasparilla. And it's Savvy, a pirate term, and Barbosa, if you're a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, Captain Barbosa. So, I mean, I guess it works. Could definitely be something to use for some NIL, but I digress. Tampa gets the turnover, and the save attempt is good. They will set up their offense. Their offense is extremely fast, and they're already in scoring position, and that's what I mean, folks, extremely fast. They score to take the lead 7-5. So Tampa opens up the quarter with 12:40 left in the third with a quick score. And that goal was by number 26, Mary Kate Person. So she scores again. And we have a call against the University of Tampa. St. Leo. Oh. Okay. So, St. Leo will retain possession after that trip. St. Leo looking to make something happen. They have been in the back seat for a majority of the game. They tied it up briefly, but they have never led. Lions looking to continue that momentum. And one difference that I've noticed is that the Lions are having to contend with very stifling defense when they play offense, whereas the Spartans are taking it down and just facing one-on-one and really just not having to contend with as stifling as a defense. I mean, St. Leo has had to earn everything, and that will be the Lions have had to earn everything that they get. Clock violation by St. Leo, so that doesn't help. And Tampa just speeding down the turf. Tampa setting up that offense. Now is a great time for the Lions to buckle in, buckle down. Nearly turned over. Nearly turned over. Not turned over. Nearly turned over. And so that'll be 2 green cards on St. Leo. This is not the team that you want to be playing down against. And I mean, just. And that will be against St. Leo as well. So the whistle has not favored the Lions at all this quarter. This will be a penalty shot. And it'll be a turnover. No, just a reattempt. And save by Harclay. I mean, Tampa, they just looks like a track team out there on the turf there. Extremely fast. And it is a physical defense against the Lions. Once again, nothing has come easy. You know, this will definitely be one where you're visiting the training staff after to get the bumps and bruises out, because nothing has come easy against Tampa. And turnover from the Lions. That will result in a St. Leo loss of possession, in a Tampa break, which for the number 1 team in the nation, I don't think you need to give them many breaks. So that is a self-inflicted wound by the Lions. And Tampa just weaving in and out. It is insane. And Tampa looking to make a play, shook their own offender, their own attacker. Defense from the Lions must stay strong. Worker off the spot. Nearly a turnover. And it is a turnover. So the Lions defense with some teeth and some claws. Now they just have to turn it into points because they are down 2 with the clock becoming more of an enemy than a friend. It's in the hand in the racket or the cradle of number 4. Gets it to number 6. And another turnover to that same side. So something going on with passes getting out to that right side of the field from the camera's perspective. But 2 turnovers, 2 costly mistakes against the University of Tampa. Against St. Leo University. Almost a turnover. Tampa retains possession. Oh. We will have a penalty. Penalty against the University of Tampa. So the clear attempt is good from St. Leo. They are looking to get something going. We have one of the clocks down. And the Lions looking to get on the board in this quarter. We have a whistle. So this results in a penalty shot. And a save by Savvy Barbosa. And nearly a turnover, but Tampa keeps possession and races down. The clear attempt is good. And Tampa sets up their offense. So St. Leo getting the shots, not making them count just yet. Nearly a turnover. UT just looking to set something up. And now it is a turnover. Some feisty defense from the Lions. Trying to get the clear attempt. Turnover. So the clear attempt is not good. Tampa will once again have it. Looking to make the play. Good save by Harclave. But Tampa still a threat. That St. Leo defense will need to come up again. Come up big. And that will be another goal from the University of Tampa. So Tampa on a tear this quarter. Five to 8. That was scored by University of Tampa, Peyton Howell. Peyton Howell, number 12, is a 5'4" junior out of Towson, Maryland. That is controlled by number 35, who, if St. Leo finds himself, and there is a quick score from the Lions. That's what you need. Something where they do not have to fight through the defense. That was exactly what you need, and it came from the control, the draw control from Maria Palumba, all the way to being scored by St. Leo, number 29, Holly Hill, a 5'11" junior from Fairfax, Virginia. So if St. Leo can keep getting these draws, they can draw a little closer. No pun intended. But it's going to take a lot. They're still down 2. It is 6 to 8. Draw control once again. St. Leo pushing that pace. There we go. Getting out to the races. They will have to contend with this Tampa defense. It won't be as fast and frenetic as a score as it was. But possession is better than no possession. And shot was deflected and saved by Savvy Barbosa. And the Spartans just get down the turf field so fast. It is ridiculous. Tampa with a 2-goal lead and threatening. You would hate for that quick score to be for naught by Tampa, just negating how much you have decreased their lead. So the Lions are going to have to dig deep on defense. And turnover, Lions. And now we have a stoppage of play. Physical game, folks. Physical game. It appears we have a substitution. And a conference in the middle of the field. . and a timeout. So we will be back in 2 minutes after this timeout concludes. Both coaches and their teams will talk it over. All right. And after that timeout, we will have, it appears, a possession to St. Leo, who is currently down 6-8 to the number one Spartans, with a minute and 37 left in the third quarter. St. Leo. Another turnover to that right side of the field. Spartans take back possession of the ball. So, I mean, that very tough Tampa defense and the speedy Tampa offense has not gone well for the St. Leo Lions. Turnover. Lions need that. But the moment she gets that ball, she is swarmed. Tampa is they're just fast. And Lions retain possession, but they're having to fight for everything, and that will end the quarter. So we go into the fourth with Tampa up 8-6. This game is by no means out of reach, but this next 15 minutes is imperative, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, folks. Here we are. Top of the fourth quarter. University of Tampa Spartans up 8. St. Leo Lions down 6. We have a very close one. The Tampa Spartans scored 5 in the first and have 3 over the next 2. St. Leo has been trying to roar back, and Tampa will control the faceoff. They won the draw. And that is not what you want to see, because when they win those draws, they come out of them extremely fast, and it leads to scoring opportunities. And it being the fourth means that the clock is not St. Leo's friend. They need 3 goals to lead currently, 2 to tie, and you need as many opportunities for those as you can get. So St. Leo is, it appears, sitting back in a defense, not going to allow any outlet passes. trying not to allow anything inside either. And that was a stop, and we have a penalty against Tampa. Draw control was by UT Isabella Avila, who has been all over the turf today. St. Leo with 13:40 left, still down 2, looking to make it happen. One noticeable difference that I have seen from St. Leo and Tampa is the speed. And a turnover from the Lions does not help them. But almost a turnover from a turnover from the Spartans. That will help, but they will have to contend with that very physical Lions defense. So St. Leo needs to draw it a little bit closer. There's no 2-point plays, but you can get one with 12 plus left on the clock if you score quickly. You have a slight stoppage of time. Clock is still going, so no stoppage of time, stoppage of play. St. Leo looking to get things set up. And when you get the number 1 team in the nation at your home stadium, you really have to seize that opportunity because it does not happen often. There's only can be one number 1 team, and you get to play them once. We have a penalty against St. Leo, or against Tampa. Another against Tampa. And we have a goal. After the penalty, we have a goal. So St. Leo is able to utilize the penalty to draw just a little bit closer. They're within a goal now with 11:59 left. It is 7-8. Number 4, Sophia Wood, a 5'7" junior from Rocky Point, New York. Oh, draw control is with Tampa. We have a ref down. I believe he stopped play. And yes, he did. He blew the whistle on a fast break, but Tampa will retain possession. So that's something that you hope not to see too often. A ref get involved in the draw. But Tampa with the draw control, and their points have been on fast breaks. So that stoppage of play, even momentarily, could have really affected them and their ability to score. And Tampa just looking to kill some clock but extend their lead. St. Leo looking to play some of the best defense that they can. And it is controlled by Harclave. Get it back to Harclave. St. Leo trying to advance. And we have a whistle. So the ground ball pickup by Harclave. I've been saying Harclave this entire time. I apologize, folks. It is Harclave, who has been playing a sensational game. So I apologize for that. I've been pronouncing the sensational young lady's name incorrectly. I apologize. And the Lions, the sensational number 35, Palumba, and they get it out. They are calling out their play. This is a chance to tie the game. The game has been tied before. It was tied at 5. It is now 7-8. You need to seize opportunities when you get them. And that is the tying goal, folks. Once again, I just said the sensational number 35. That is Maria Palumba, a 5'2" senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Small but mighty. The game is tied up with 10:18 left in the fourth, so there's plenty of game. However, you would much rather play this game with the score tied and a chance to take the lead than consistently playing catch-up. After being outscored 5-1 in the first, it looked like this game would be just a complete massacre. The St. Leo Lions from the second quarter on have outscored the University of Tampa Spartans 7-3. That's a trend that bodes well for the Lions. However, this is not the number one team for no reason. They are going to respond. They're going to make their adjustments. St. Leo is going to have to bow their necks, all right? And they're just going to have to keep fighting because everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth, folks. Draw control by University of Tampa, and this is where they're dangerous, that fast break. They have already gotten it close. They're trying to attack St. Leo before St. Leo can get things set up, and it has worked. So St. Leo, you've clawed your way back methodically and slowly. You cannot give up a goal quickly. That does not bode well for you. And a penalty against the Lions. The draw control was by UT Alexi Waters. The goal was by Maria Palumba, who was assisted by Jocelyn Storm. Defense for the Lions. Hold. Oh, turned over. But turned over by the Spartans. And up the turf is number 35. She is moving. This is a chance for a fast break. We don't get many of those. But it's turned over. So maybe the fast breaks don't work in our favor. And now the Spartans just create their own fast breaks. I mean, this young lady is moving. She has track speed. Most of these Tampa Spartans have track speed. It is crazy just seeing them tear down the field, just racing past defenders. This is a very fast team. Save by Harkler. Her best of the game. They will need many more of those. Oh, and it's almost the Lions' turnover. The clear attempt is good. Lions looking to control on offense, just to, if anything, give the defense a breather. The defense has come through every quarter after quarter one. It seems that they had to adjust to the style of play for Tampa, which was a lot of fast breaks and very fast. And since then, they have buckled down. But all of that will be for naught if you cannot close out the game. Lions looking to make something happen. We have a penalty against the University of Tampa Spartans. And St. Leo, Palumba, with a goal. Palumba has put her stamp on this game. Shower this young lady with all the Gatorade. That was a rocket to the corner of the net. This young lady wants this win. The Lions, wait, that wasn't Palumba. That's a different song. That was by number 42. I'm sorry, Josie Storm, a 5'6" freshman from Loveland, Ohio. So that was not Palumba. However, what I say still stands. Pour that Gatorade on that young lady. Her song is Pour Some Sugar on Me when she scores. Pour some Gatorade on her when they win this game, because the Lions have taken their first lead of the game with 7:25 left in the fourth. So this has been an action-packed game, number 10 versus number 1. Like I said, you don't get many chances to have a number 1 team at home. You have to leave your mark on this one here, all right? And the momentum is now squarely with the Lions. Can they hold for the next 10? And that draw is handled by the Lions, who are looking to make something shake with it. Just got to stay disciplined. The clock is your friend now. You do want to add goals because this Tampa team is dangerous. This Tampa team is dangerous. These Spartans are dangerous. But clearly, the Lions are dangerous too. Lions not looking to do anything quickly. But I will say, folks, in this game of lacrosse, things can happen extremely fast. So it ain't over till it's over. Turnover from the Lions. So with the ball in scoring position, the Lions turn it over. You never want to see that. And they are bringing it up the turf just as fast as it was down there. So this is not the time to get tired if you're St. Leo. You cannot afford that. You need to be on your P's and Q's and maybe some U's and V's and W's too. Tampa trying to attack, trying to score. St. Leo just trying to keep them out. And now it is tied. Now it is tied. As I said, that University of Tampa team, they were going to respond. They were always going to respond. So with 5:32 left, it is tied up 9-9. This one just feels like whoever has it last is going to be the winner. Both teams have shown an ability to score. That's a bit deflating for St. Leo, but after everything that they've done to come back, you got to feel good if you're the Lions. Got to feel good. Got to win this draw here, St. Leo. Got to win this draw. Draw is controlled by St. Leo. Oh, but a turnover. Maybe a little too overzealous, and this young lady is flying. She must have drank some jet fuel on the bus here because these Tampa Spartans are just so fast. Tampa controlling, and I'm sure they're not in a hurry to score either. They have been earlier, but they can use that clock. We have a turnover and a stoppage of play. We have a timeout. It is tied up 9-9 with 4:40 left. We will take this 2-minute timeout, and we will return, folks. All right, folks, we are here back at beautiful Turf Stadium here at the University or St. Leo University, and the Lions and Spartans are tied up. So this is a good old-fashioned gladiator match. This is a nail biter. It is 9-9, and look at that. We got some St. Leo juice out there just flying down the turf. That's what we need. St. Leo is going to be looking to score to take a lead against the University of Tampa, who is number 1 in the country right now. And St. Leo is number 10. A win here would be monumental for the team to get some momentum back after losing their last game, which was their senior day festivities. Lions looking to set something up. And I'm sure that Tampa is very aware of the scoring prowess of number 35. But honestly, any of these Lions, oh, and that is a turnover. And this young lady is just going to sprint down the field, just out racing everyone. I mean, look how fast she is. It's ridiculous when you have that type of speed, the space and separation you can create, which leads to more scoring opportunities. So Tampa has possession. They will be looking to score to take a lead and defend their number one spot. And this is a nail biter, folks. So let's see how this one ends. St. Leo's going to need to tighten up on defense. If you're St. Leo, you want to force a turnover or a really, really bad shot. Just something that the Spartans don't want to take. And nearly a turnover. She was almost out of bounds. 30 seconds left on the possession clock. Once again, with the game being tied, the clock is nobody's friend. New possession time for the Spartans after St. Leo thought that they had the ball. And this is where they are dangerous. We have a penalty against St. Leo. That does not help with 1:55 left. One thing about this game of lacrosse, it is very fast-paced. It goes very quickly. So you have 3:20, you look up, and now there's 1:55 left. And, if you're the Lions, this 1:55, you never want to exaggerate or overstate the importance of a game. But this is a very important 1:55, a chance to knock off number one, a rival, and you just want to prove that you're every bit as good as they are. And so far, the Lions have done that. But you need to finish the job. We have another whistle. And Tampa scores with 1:46 left after a few whistles. It is 10-9, Spartans and Lions. So the Lions find themselves in a familiar position. They are down by a score. And there's 1:46 left. With 90 seconds left on the possession, if you don't win the draw, the Spartans can really look to end it with a kill shot or just run it out. That was scored by number 1 for the Spartans, Josie Bullock, a 5'8" athlete, freshman from Saratoga, New York. So shout out New York. So that is a goal by Josie Bullock. All right. Do or die. And the face-off controlled the draw, controlled by Tampa. not the face-off. It's not hockey. Miranda Riccardi. So, and you do not want one of their up-tempo breakaway goals, because that is where Tampa wants you. They want you on your heels to go in and bury you. And the Lions need possession. The Lions have only scored quickly once. Tampa not looking to score. They're just looking to play keep away. And the speed, it's working. Every time the ball's put on the ground, someone from Tampa is just right there to get it. And there's a few seconds left. St. Leo has the ball. 12 seconds left. 7, 5. What? I'm quite confused on how that ended, but it did. And the University of Tampa Spartans come in and beat the St. Leo Lions 10-9. And folks, that will do it here from beautiful Turf Stadium. 1-point game.